everybody, to another episode of the Movie Social. We are your hosts, Rick and Stephen. Today's episode, we're going to be doing a review of episode 6 for the hit show on Starz P Valley. And man, it was a crazy episode. A lot of information that happened, a lot of things went down. But let's get into it. So, Seth, as you've seen in this episode, we got a Little Murder in Mississippi hooking up to basically promote his business, his music and her at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out with the boyfriend, because every episode she got new bruise, new mark or whatever on her from him beating her.
Yeah, I think she's gonna end up killing him.
Yeah, I'm leaning to that, but I got a feeling somebody will do something to the man.
Agreed.
And then on top of that, you also got Mercedes and Autumn Night working together. They was going to business, different outfit, all these big IDs, and getting the money. They really was straight going after it.
Yeah, I mean, the whole connection with getting the fake IDs and like the different wigs and outfits, that was definitely like an intricate idea. They definitely stacking up their paper.
And they've been traveling all around the South to every place just to get the money. Once you get that 10 stacks, say he's supposed to try and still get another gem. You see Autumn Night at the end of the episode, it's like she out of that city.
Mm-hmm.
But the shocking part for her is now Mercedes' neighbor, who's on house arrest, which is still weird. His whole house arrest situation, he's traveling to different places still.
So he may have the house arrest that says like you can't, like you got to be a certain amount of yards, feet. Yeah,
I know. But it's just,
by the way, that's ex-NFL player Thomas Jones. I looked it up.
Ooh, okay. But yeah, he actually sees the poster of her being missing. I'm like, hold on, did you see the age on her? It said 26. I'm like, okay. And going through all that, and then you see Mercedes and her finally have a heart-to-heart kind of moment when that's their kids. Touching moment for them. They finally show progress towards each other, develop some kind of relationship and a bond in a way. It's going to be interesting to see how those two play out through the last 2 episodes. Well,
it's 2 episodes.
Of the show. It's going to be interesting about that.
We also are introduced to Loretta Devine as Clifford's grandmother.
Yeah, I've never seen this side of Loretta Devine ever. What a phenomenal job.
Yeah, it was dope.
This role very well. I almost wish she was in for most of the episodes for the season. It was a very well done job.
But, definitely agree. You're right, though. We always see her in like the motherly, wholesome Christian roles and stuff like that. And
the part which Uncle Clifford said, "You better go pray to God to help us." Her words.
Yeah, what she said about God was hilarious.
I was like, did Loretta Devine really say that?
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It was definitely a very great show.
Yeah. Also, we did find out that the mayor's assistant used to actually work at the Pynk.
Which set up a big moment for Uncle Clifford down the line in the episode. She spilled the information, or as Uncle Clifford would say, she spilled the tea. And this tea was piping hot. There's a way for Uncle Clifford to stop the casino from happening, which would basically, in a way, save the Pynk. But I'm also I got a feeling they might try the historical angle too for the Pynk.
I was definitely going to mention that because that's like the kind of ideas that they're giving off.
Especially since it's been passed down in their family for a while. I'm like, that's interesting to know that the Pynk's been in their family for that long.
Yeah, so it definitely might be a historical landmark. I mean,
definitely. It's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. But did you know for this episode, Tasha Smith was actually directing.
Yeah, I did see that mentioned on Twitter this evening that she was going to be the director of this, which was dope. This is dope, man. Black women, men are doing it.
Yes, and it was a really well put together episode from the camera angles to the whole way they put everything together with the cast. You had even Little Murder meeting Uncle Clifford's grandmother. That was a big moment for both of them.
I would have to say this episode was more so like character development. It wasn't in the club that much, and it was definitely character development, which was great because you know how you need one of those episodes between the seasons and
Oh yeah,
stuff.
and it also laid the groundwork for a lot of things that happened towards these last two episodes, which I got a feeling they're gonna leave us with a really big cliffhanger episode.
Yeah, but unfortunately, as it did say, I think they're taking a week off.
Yes, they won't be back until August 30th, so it looks like the season finale will be
in September, early first week of September. Yeah.
Yep, which is gonna be big, definitely. I wonder, will it be 2 hours or will it stick to the normal 1 hour? Normally, stations like Starz 61 hour season finals generally. Never know.
Mm-hmm.
But you really got a lot out of every character this episode. We're going to see now possible a whole album out of Little Murder because they did even shed a flyer there for him.
Mm-hmm.
And we also see Uncle Clifford's right hand man is working side deals to try and get his money by stealing drugs.
Yeah, so it's like everybody is trying to like cover themselves for money when they think inevitably the Pynk will go, be foreclosed. So like they're trying to do their own side stuff, which makes sense when you don't know what the future is.
Definitely. But man, the bombshell towards the end. Uncle Clifford pulling out Mercedes' mom.
Yeah, man.
But damn, I didn't realize what Uncle Clifford said, what she said, was in there for 9 days.
Yeah.
Was
That just proved that nobody really like agreed or liked her mother. Yeah.
Oh, or whoever didn't have enough cash.
That's also true.
And her words, God didn't see fit to let her leave. But it was altogether it was a phenomenal episode, well put together episode. Great job by everybody. The music, cinematography, everything was perfect, on point.
Yes, agreed.
I don't know what else can they really do. Well, I can picture a few things, but like as for the cast, there's not much they can do that's gonna really change the dynamic of the show, if you ask me. And so probably see the final, which I think Automatic's husband or ex-husband, whatever you want to call him at this point, is going to make an appearance again. And it's going to be in a big way in front of everybody. And I got a feeling that him and the godson are going to clash.
Is it me or was I the only person that was thinking that like while she was on the hill talking to the guy that he was going to run up behind her and grip her up?
I was hoping it didn't happen, but I kind of thought something was going to happen. She'd scream or something while on and the calls go out. That would have made a dramatic end, but I'm glad they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Ended it on a kind of good note. But damn, he quickly cut his one off the most she ain't agree with.
I mean, but you finally get to see his wife.
Well, that's not the first time we've seen her, though.
I don't remember seeing her.
I believe they did a video call before.
Okay.
But yeah, talking about no Atlanta's your home. Like, he just said where his home was.
Yeah. I mean, you can't, when it comes to home, like, if we was to move, like, we're from Philadelphia, and we was to move to, like, I don't know, California, but we came home to do business, you can't, or come to Philadelphia to do business, you can't be like, oh, well, Philadelphia is no longer your home. No, I grew up in Philadelphia. I've been here for X amount of years. This is always going to be home.
Yep. Home's where the heart is.
Yep.
The heart right now is in autumn. But we got to hit one more part. The whole situation with him trying to get this contract signed and they want the half black brother decides to say, no, we should lease this. And then they pull out the gun and threaten both of them. I'm like, y'all really trying to pull out an old Confederate gun to threaten them to sign a lease or to sign a contract. And in the end, because of their action, he went on and got the lease option together with his company. And now they're going to have to do a lease.
So if you think about it, the lease is better.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get a lot more money, but damn, on 15 stacks a month.
I mean, 15,000 a month, depending on how long is it.
I think it's seniors though, so it adds up.
Yeah, and then they gotta you keep it, and then they just keep allocating money. I mean, leasing is definitely the better way to go.
Of course, because in the long term, after those 10 years, if business is booming, you can up the price, and if not, even if you don't up the price, you can do the lease, make it longer, add more stipulations, a whole bunch of that stuff.
Yep.
Because that comes up to 150,000 for 10 months alone.
Yeah. I mean, it's only 10 months.
So 180,000 a year ain't bad. And then you times that by 10 years, 1.8 million.
Yeah.
And that's just on that lease alone, not including any other stuff that they decide to add in here.
Or how about this? How about you lease it, and then somebody else tries to come lease it? You got a bidding war.
Yep. But I kind of thought for a moment there, when they signed the contract, he was going to wind up buying Pynk. So that would just still screwed him over. So yeah, don't have the casino, but Pynk still be right there. It's gonna be
I think somebody's going to buy the Pynk.
Yeah.
I really feel that.
I got to feel at the auction, somebody's going to buy it that Mr. Mayor is not going to want to buy it.
Yep, it's going to be somebody who is cool with the Pynk, cool with Uncle Clifford, and it's going to let them just still, run the business. That's how I feel.
No, here's my twist. What if Autumn Night buys it when she's leaving?
That could also be something.
Yeah, that would be wild. But it'll be interesting though.
Agreed.
I can't wait to see how these last two episodes play out.
Agreed.
I don't know, guys, what you thought about the episode, your opinions, your thoughts on it. Let us know in the comments below. What are your predictions for the final two episodes for the season? Are you loving it so far? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you. Have a good night.